And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours. And welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, where tonight we've got just an outstanding soccer matchup between two of the top teams in Brevard County, two of the top teams in 6A Region 2. And they're going to do some battling out here tonight. It's the VIERA HAWKS and the Melbourne Bulldogs. The winner tonight will hoist a district championship trophy. The loser tonight, well, they won't get the trophy, but they will still advance to the FHSAA 6A state tournament with those selections, I believe, set to be announced this coming Friday. So we will tell you all about these teams throughout the course of the match tonight. The VIERA HAWKS, under the guidance of head coach Cal Dixon, in year 10, 140 wins, and the Melbourne Bulldogs under the guidance of Michael Lord. And if you know anything about Mike Lord and Rosanna Lord and soccer in Brevard County, then you know that the name is synonymous with state championship victories. 5 of them for the Lady Bulldogs throughout their history. And, the Lords were there for all of them. As we get ready to go here tonight, these two teams did not play during the course of the year this season. In fact, the last time these two teams did get together was in this match last year, and it took extra time for them to decide a winner, which is the defending champion, VIERA HAWKS. As we get set to go tonight, the Hawks will be in the home black. They'll be running left to right to start. Melbourne in the road white, and they'll be coming from right to left on your handheld device. We got a doozy for you, we think. A little bit of thunder in the background. Not real thunder, the music. These two teams, 31 times they've gotten together. VIERA holds a 17-14 slight edge in that. And VIERA will kick it off. And we are underway in the district championship here tonight. I'll get the clock up here at the water break. So you're just going to have to rely on me for the first 20. 40 on the clock. And we want to thank our sponsor tonight. Listen, we've got an anonymous donor for 2 years that's contributed to ensure that VIERA Hawk Lady Soccer is broadcast, and we can't thank her enough. I can't tell you her name, otherwise what would be the point of being anonymous, right? And then, of course, we want to thank Chrissy Lindbeck of Chrissy Knows, top real estate agent. We'll tell you about Chrissy throughout the course of the night. Not a lot I can tell you about an anonymous donor. And here we go. And this is number 3. That's Eva McMenemy Hong. That's number 4. That's Riley Confreda. And taking it back is Catherine Orr, the lone senior on the team. Catherine? Played ahead. I want to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association, the FHSAA. Just listen, I know, I get it. I love them. That's why I'm able to sit up here tonight and be able to do this. So thank you to the Florida High School Athletic Association. And already VIERA trying to take the pressure to Melbourne. That'll cross the far touchline and go out of bounds. 38, 2 gone here on the clock. VIERA, 61 goals scored this year. They've let in just 21. That's a goal differential of plus 40. I've been in school for a long time, but I know that's 40. In front. Oh, nice job getting a hand on that. And boy, did she have to. Ava, I believe that's Ava. Is that Ava Pravada? I believe it is. Pravada this year with a 0.759 goals against. She's let in just 5 goals all season. She has split time. And here comes Vieira in transition on the attack, trying to feed it ahead. But nicely done in the circles. This is McMenemy Hong, Eva. And she's going to try and play it. Step back across and through. Eva will try to go back through the middle with it. Nice through. And cleared out by Adriana Lord. Played ahead, and here comes, well, I didn't see the other Hawk over there. Nice foot there by Riley Confreda. And nice battle there, won by Melbourne. McMenemy Hong leads the team with 21 goals this season. That ball takes a good long trip and just cleared out, and this will be a throw-in for Melbourne. Nicely done to the top of the box, chipped ahead, but that'll be a goal kick. Melbourne comes in this year, 23 goals scored, 11 against. That's a plus 12. They are 10-3-1 this year. And they got here with a 1-0 win over Bayside. Vieira got here in a much different way, in a barn burner against Heritage. I believe the final was 14-0. 14-0. I would imagine that ended at the half. Yes, it is confirmed by Miss Megan. Yes, it is. It was done at the half. And played up to the midfield stripe. Two teams kind of feeling each other. Remember, again, it's been a year since they've seen each other. Now, these girls play club soccer together all year long, whether Space Coast United or whoever. They're playing club soccer. So they're very familiar with one another. And here comes, and there it goes. No, you're good. Played down the far touchline and intercepted by Vieira. Played through. That's Fiona McMenemy Hong. She wears the number 2. Throw in by Riley Confreda. Wonder how her brother's doing. Going to be weird not seeing Brennan this year out on the bump for the Hawks. Speaking of the Hawks in baseball, that starts next week. That's right. Spring sports underway. I just love the overlapping time of the year. What's that? Yeah. He the lefty used to call him the southpaw. Of course, I'm just gonna have to throw Caleb in a wheelchair and make him go cover something. I know he's played ahead onside, but nobody there. Oh, nice slide tackle. No whistle. Makes it a nice slide. And played out. That'll be Melbourne ball. Number 14 is Olivia Ballin for Melbourne, who was out there battling with Riley and Taylor Roberts. And set to throw it in here are the Bulldogs. 31 minutes, 9 minutes gone by here in this 6A6. We're going to have Holy Trinity boys for you Wednesday night. We can pick up a sponsor for tomorrow. We'll pick up the VIERA Melbourne boys game down at Melbourne. I'll keep you posted. And if you're interested in sponsoring, let me know. Reach out to me. This is Carolyn Detweiler. Detweiler 6-4 this year, 6 goals, 4 assists. Six A will play their state Final Four and state championship match at Spec Martin Stadium up in DeLand. Little piece of trivia for you. That is where they filmed parts of The Waterboy. Thrown in. Match moving along quickly here. McMenemy Hong, Fiona, push from behind there. Make sure you catch this live tonight or share it live because once it's over, it's down. Oh, that ball sticks in the grass. And here come the Bulldogs. That's Ballin. Tries to feed across the high slot area, but it won't go. Eva McMenemy Hong back playing some defense and feeds it ahead. And taken away by Melbourne again. And we've got some battles going on here in the circle. Straight up she goes. And here comes VIERA with a through. It's a foot race opportunity. And that And the referees in the stands are absolutely livid over the no call there. Catherine Carolyn Detweiler had a sure goal. And about the 300 referees are going nuts. I don't blame them on that one. I love it. Cal Dixon was not a happy camper about that. And Melbourne will clear it out. Confreda plays it back. Chip shot ahead here. And another foot race in the box. Nice defensive play. I'm surprised she didn't go down. I think I may have had to go down on that one. Here we go. End-to-end action now. Detweiler tries to feed McMenemy Hong, but she loses the grip on it. And Detweiler will try it again in front here. That ball's loose in the box. McMenemy Hong with it now around the 18. She cuts back, making all kinds of moves. There's a push, and that will be a free kick. And this, I'm telling you right now, I've seen her bury this from further. So this is a dangerous, dangerous shot here if you're Melbourne. Looking for number 22 and to put the Hawks up 1-0. Ava Pravada, Eva McMenemy Hong. Left foot shot and too far. And we stay 0-0. When's this cold front supposed to come in? Chance again, knocked out. Will it be a corner or a throw-in? Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Ball exits north of the flag. Header there. Nice defense there. Good defense. Catherine Orr is battling hard in that box. This is McMenemy Hong. McMenemy Hong with a shot that hooks wide right. And 22:10 to play in the first 2 minutes, 10 seconds until we get to the water break, or around approximately. And bumped out. And that'll be a VIERA throw in. Melbourne hasn't really had an opportunity. They had one sort of kind of pressure on Cassidy Kirkley, but VIERA has been ripping off chances. VIERA's 4 losses this season have all come to teams ranked in the top 36 in the state, 3 of them in the top 20. The Hawks themselves are ranked 22nd in the state of Florida, 37th in the nation by Max Preps. Play it ahead. Nice job in the box shot. And that's in. No, it stays out. What a job by Kirkley. Or he called offsides. Wow. I was like, that ball's in the net, but he calls offsides. Shoo! If you're a Melbourne fan, you got another word if you're, or shoo if you're a VIERA fan, and a few other choice words if you're a Melbourne fan. Play it back to Cassidy Kirkley. 22, I think, to go. Got some burnt out bulbs on that thing. No problem. Time is officially kept on the field. That scoreboard has not worked well all year. I would imagine the next whistle will be your water break. McMenemy Hong feeds the left wing. And she loses it, and it goes across the touchline. Should be close to that water break. No score here. First half action, 6A6 district championship. Both these teams will advance to the FHSAA 6A2 tournament bracket. Melbourne or VIERA is the number 2 seed in 6A2 and will have at least 2 home games should they stay there. Melbourne is a 5 seed, and that is the water break. So we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll tell you all about it.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
Second half of the first half underway here. And let's see what adjustments Coach Lord or Coach Dixon have made here to adjust to each other's kickoff strategy. Cassidy Kirkley with a goal kick here. She'll pass it out. Get the clock set for you. I'm going to put the clock on 19 minutes. And we'll take that and use that as our timer. So that way you have about an approximate amount of time that's left in the half. So that way you know. I won't stop that clock. So a lot of people have asked me, like I got 2 emails today, what would happen if, let's say, Melbourne wins this tonight? And, well, in my opinion, VIERA would remain a 2 seed. And if they are paired up with a lower seeded district champ in round 1, they would be forced to travel. Now, they would come back home and play the regional semifinals. And if Oviedo was still left, let's say, in their number 1, that's where VIERA would go play. Melbourne, if they win tonight, would probably slide into the number 4 spot. Here's a chance here for Eva McMenemy-Ong. And they would probably slide into the number 4 spot, and they would most assuredly host a first-round regional quarterfinal game against whomever the 5 seed would be. So that's how that would play out. Working it in the box is McMenemy-Hong. It should have been a handball. That's in the box. That's a penalty kick. That's in the box. Handball. That's a penalty kick. Here we go. Eva McMenemy-Hong set to take it. And VIERA looking for a chance here to take a 1-0 lead. McMenemy-Hong, 21 goals this season. Oh, wow. Bravada equal to the task. McMenemy-Hong didn't seem to put a lot on that one. Seemed to be more of a, not a hard shot, but directional type of a shot, if you will. But Bravada read it the whole way. Great stop, and it remains no score. Remember that. That's huge. Especially if this goes to, let's say, a shootout. That's confidence for Bravada. Comes a throw in for the Bulldogs. Again, they are in white, moving from right to left. Nice toss into the box. Good positioning there. And Melbourne wants it too far. Looking for the header on the far side post. Trying to feed, I believe, number 5 or 8. Number 8 it was. Zoe Diorio. That'll be a throw in. Riley Confreda will handle that. VIERA did win the Cape Coast Conference Championship. Nice match over West Shore. You saw that here on Brevard Sports Network. Fed ahead, played back as Lord gets her right foot on it. And Confreda and company will do it all over again. Right around 13, 14 minutes to play here in the first half. Played back. It's Peyton Adelson that gave chase. This is McMenemy Hong again. Trying to feed it through the top of the 18 there. Or at the 18, I should say. Are you ready for the World Cup this summer? There's good old Craig Bailey down there. He'll be up at halftime. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We're going to take a break. Right now, we're just playing ping pong or catch, or these two teams trade possessions at the middle third. VIERA certainly has been in the scoring third far more often than has Melbourne here in the first half. So the Bulldogs, what's that whistle? Not sure what that was. That ball floats through. Nice pass over to Confreda. Confreda with a chance here. Riley Confreda moving down with it. Nice feed to Detweiler. Back to Confreda over to Orr. Orr finds McMenemy Hong, and the Hawks are on to something here. Good defense being played by Melbourne, though. They will not let them transition into the lower third there. And that ball will go out, and this will be a throw-in. Good ball movement by the Hawks. Oh, there's a nice chip shot, but Pravada is there. Taken back. Eve turns around, and she shoots. That's a dangerous shot, and nearly got in. We've seen those goals scored. Pravada again with a big save. Man, that one almost was the one that got in. McMenemy Hong, that shot is deadly off of her foot. Keeper thinks they have it, and it just drops backwards into the net. We saw it against West Shore. We've seen it a couple times this year. You almost didn't because I turned the camera too far, but I won't let that happen again. And a chase here. Nice job by Cassidy Kirkley to shut it all down and just come out and pick it up. My clock says about 5 minutes to go here. We haven't had any clock stoppages since the water break, so that's probably somewhere close to accurate. And here comes the Hawks again. Fed ahead. McMenemy Hong comes back into the circle, middle of the circle. And Pravada, like Kirkley, comes out and shuts that down. Now we'll get a time stoppage. Substitutions coming on. Melbourne's got to be happy. If they can get out of here with this game at 0-0, they got to be pleased, especially with Vieira getting a penalty shot from McMenemy Hong, which was stopped by Pravada. In the boys' game tomorrow night, it'll be Melbourne and Vieira. Vieira with one loss this season. That came from Melbourne in the Cape Coast Conference tournament, in which they went to shootouts, and Melbourne won that. Melbourne, the two-time defending champion. Last year they won in shootouts, and 2 years ago trailed 2-0 late in the second half. But a 3-goal outburst gave the Bulldogs a 3-2 win over the Hawks. Stunned Vieira. And Detweiler gave it a shot. Played back, and here comes Melbourne. Melbourne in transition on the attack. This is Ballin with it. Nice move by her. Tries to feed in the middle area. Does so. They try to get it back over, but too many Hawks there. And the ball ends up on the foot of the home team. Eve prevents it from crossing the far touch, or does she? She does not. And Melbourne will throw it in. Vieira's got to be careful here. They can't allow in a fluky goal, and Melbourne cannot let Vieira operate freely in transition here like this. Nice job defensively by Melbourne. Yeah, that was a hold. Grabbed her jersey. That's McMenemy Hong going to take this. Good ball in the box, loose, and it will cross the goal line, be a goal kick for Melbourne. Right around 3 minutes to go here, I would imagine, somewhere in that neighborhood. Comes Detweiler. Detweiler tries to play the cross, but too far. Now we're going to get what do we got? Substitution for Melbourne, so we'll get a clock stoppage here. Line drive. Been a good first half, action-packed, that's for sure. Know the score to this point. And, boy, it would be a tough break should one of these two squads allow a goal from this point on here. It's the worst kind of goal you can give up is late in the half or at the very beginning. Of course, obviously, if you had your druthers, you'd rather give it up early because you got time to go get it. But never in the final five. And time trickles down here. Good feet ahead, off the head of a Bulldog. There's Craig Bailey down there, right there with the jacket on, standing next to the ball girls with the camera. And back out again. And it'll be a goal kick. We mentioned the rankings of VIERA by Max Preps by the FHSAA. The Hawks are 25th in the state. And Melbourne is ranked 54. And one coming here for the Bulldogs. I don't know if they have anybody. Their leading goal scorer this year is 5 goals. At least according to their stats. A lot of times teams don't update their stats for the entire season. And here we go. Chance That was crazy. All right. He blows the whistle for the half, and we are tied 0-0. Back with the second half in 10 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network.
Go, go, go. Let's go 2 minutes of rockers to fire it up.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
Second half underway. Two teams change sides. That was nearly a goal. Are we going to get a PK? Yep. Did he score? Oh, he did score. I totally missed it right off the start. Unbelievable. My apologies. I didn't even see that happen. Wow. Melbourne goal. Oh, is it a PK? All right, I didn't miss anything. Holy cow, I thought I missed it. Here we go. Okay. Woo! Okay, taking the PK is going to be Callie Clark. She's one of their leading scorers. Number 15. No sicker feeling than to miss a goal. Callie this year. She is the leading scorer. 14 points, 5 goals, 4 assists. Here we go. Clark, a senior. Big one here. Clark shoots, and it's in. And Melbourne takes a 1-0 lead. Clark with the goal. And the Bulldogs, and I mean right out of the gate here in the second half, take the lead. Callie Clark. Got to get the fix the scoreboard here. Yeah, normally Melbourne has split time with their keepers this season. I don't think that's going to be the case after the way she played in the first half. Shot. No, they do. They stay with Pravada to start half two. That is the 6th goal of the year for Clark and her 16th team leading point. And that'll be a whistle. And a free one coming for the Bulldogs again from a dangerous position. I think no, that's not Clark. Clark's down here, bottom right, second from right. Not sure who that is. Oh, nice shot. Good save. And a goal! Cleaned up in front. And Melbourne takes a 2-0 lead. Who was that? Anybody see who that was? Zoe Diorio with the goal. My goodness gracious. The Bulldogs have exploded here in half number 2. And now Viera's got their work cut out for them. Nice. And cleared out. Man, this is going fast and furious now. Shot. And that one goes wide. She goes to retrieve it. I tell you, incredible action here to start the second half. Goodness. And now Melbourne or Viera in a real hole here. Fed ahead. And out. I'm not sure who it was that took that shot over there, but that was a good ball off her foot on the PK. And Diorio cleaned it up. For Diorio. That is her 5th goal of the year. And she now has 12 points for the Bulldogs. Craig Bailey. Throw in here. Well, I mean, it goes without saying that if you're Viera, that's it. That's all you can give up. You're probably saying, well, if it goes without saying, why'd you say it? And both times, Melbourne just created havoc in the box, which led to goals. Cassidy Kirkley. Push from behind. Thing you got to be careful of if you're Viera right now is can't try to do too much. Go get the one, cut the lead in half, because you can't get sloppy in one end to sacrifice the other. That's all inside. Shot and a goal! And there you go. And that is Carolyn Detweiler. Detweiler scores. Nice play by Detweiler. And for Detweiler, that is, she breaks the tie. And for second place, Detweiler now 7 goals this season. And it's 2-1, and Viera has done exactly what they needed to do. And that is cut the lead in half. Now, you don't feel like you're chasing forever here. We were just talking about that. Make a play. Don't sacrifice the other end. They didn't, and it's 2-1. We had no goals in the first 40. 3 goals in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Boy, the benches are alive. You can hear the ladies all the way over here hollering and yelling. Here comes Vieira again. Whistle. You don't want to get conservative here if you're Melbourne. Still plenty of time in this one. All right, here we go. In, out, and we'll do it again. McMenemy Hong dancing with it. Plays it in front, chip. And Privado will pick it up. Good boot. And that. Roberts now. She'll play it ahead. Good through. Nice through. And here comes Vieira off the through. And the failed clear attempt. Shot. And wide right. By Peyton Adelson. This is going to be a corner. This is the first corner of the night that I can remember. And they'll play a set piece back off the corner. Oh, that's dangerous. And Privada, again, equal to the task there. And it stays 2-1 with about 29 minutes to go in the match. 6A6 District Championship on the line. Melbourne with 2 goals. Diorio and Clark. And for Vieira, it was Detweiler. Oh, that ball's dangerously ping-ponging around the box there. Vieira gets it out, and here they come in transition. They got to run. Nice job by Clark to try to pick a pocket. Forces the ball backwards. And here come the Hawks one more time. Nice through, but out across the touchline, and Vieira will throw it in. That'll be Riley Confreda. Riley on the right side now. Taylor Roberts will now come near side camera for the second half, obviously switching sides. And that ball is loose, picked up, and out. Confreda again. Confreda with a good toss, finds open space, and Riley will do it again. In, out, and out. Whistle. Uh-oh. A little too much grabbing down there for the head official's liking. He calls blows the whistle, and now we'll get a free one here. And this, I've told you before, this could be the difference maker right here. This shot here, she can knock this in. She'll hit this towards the top of the net and try to sneak it in between her hands and the post. Shot. And there it is. Nice job by Pravada. She knew it was coming. Roberts plays it back, but out. Catherine Orr plays it ahead. That is Lord with it. Lord battling. And Lord gets it up to Ainsling O'Donnell. And Vieira will keep possession as O'Donnell loses control across the touchline. And Riley Confreda to throw it in. Confreda with a nice toss there. Tries to lead, but the ball is picked off. And here we go again. She grabbed her jersey. I mean, she may not have grabbed, but and popped out, and Vieira will throw it in. Confreda. Confreda's going to have to ice them shoulders tonight. About 25 minutes to go. About 5 minutes before the second half water break. Starting to get a little cooler out. Roberts now. Roberts feeds it ahead. Adelson across the pitch with it. Fed ahead, looking for Adelson. Has her. Adelson in the box. And that'll be a corner kick. Nice job by Peyton Adelson. Taylor Roberts with a good feed to Adelson, and she was able to dribble down and get that thing. And now she'll fire it from the right corner here, left on your screen. Good ball, far post. In front, cleared out. Nice job by Clark, I believe, who just popped that thing out. And Roberts again will work it ahead. Roberts coming near touch. Roberts in the box. Good feed in front. And nice job by Pravada to come out and take it away. She's had an outstanding match tonight between the pipes. Here they come again, the Hawks this time. And Riley Confredo with the throw-in coming. 23-20, figuratively. Confredo with another good drop. Nobody there. Did she get a corner on that? Nope. Offsides. How? Okay. Goal kick coming. Nice line drive there. Good boot. Confreda battling Clark. And, yep, we're going to get a free one here. Boy, I tell you, this is a great match tonight between these two. Two great coaches, both teams. All of them. Mike and Rosanna Lord. And then Cal Dixon and Matt Johnson, the assistant to Cal. Yeah, starting to get a little chippy. Just what you'd expect from these two in a district championship. Why not, right? Melbourne scored twice within a minute to open the second half. And then VIERA countered to cut it to 2-1. And that's where we are now as we approach the second half water break. McMenemy Hong with it, far side, and she draws the foul. Eva with a through into the box. Adelson's there, but so is Pravada. And whereas we stay at 2-1. Line drive to the circle. Played ahead, but VIERA is there. And here comes the Hawks with numbers. Nice defense. Good defense by Taylor Roberts now. Roberts with a burst of speed. Roberts dribbles down low. Roberts looking for room. Pocket pick, though. Nice play on the defensive equation there for the Bulldogs. And that was Amelia Culver with the outstanding defensive play on Roberts. And played back out to the circle. Well, these girls deserve the water break when it comes. Chance here. 20 minutes to play in the match. That's a handball. And see if he gives it here. No, he will not. Last time he let him line up and then blew it immediately. Fed ahead. Fed back. Off of Taylor Roberts' head. And out. And that'll be VIERA ball. Roberts to throw. And that will take us to the second half water break. We'll step aside. And boy, we got one exciting finish coming up here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
Much thanks to the Holy Trinity Tigers cheerleaders, as well as 24-time tag team champion Devon Dudley. So let's set the table for you. About 19 minutes to play in the 6A6 championship. Melbourne holds a slim 2-1 lead. Goals for the Bulldogs, first by Kelly Clark and then by Zoe Diorio for Vieira High School. It was Carolyn Detweiler with her sixth. Clark's was her sixth as well. And this is where we are. Here we go. Let's get the camera set right here for you. There we go. Roberts with a cross, way across. That'll cross the touchline. Melbourne ball. Pravada and Kirkley in net. Kirkley for Vieira. Pravada for Melbourne. No splitting time tonight for the Bulldogs. It's been Pravada the whole way. Big save early in this one tonight when she stopped a penalty kick by Eva McMenemy Hong, something not a lot of people can lay claim to. And now the Melbourne boys soccer team, who will take on this program, Melbourne, tomorrow night for the 6A6 boys championship at Melbourne. And Kirkley comes out and secures it. That's Chasley Golf, number 7. No, check that. I'm sorry. That's Melbourne. That's Ainsley O'Donnell. My fault. Looking at the wrong roster. That is Catherine Orr. And out of bounds. That was Reese Petronella down there. And now Melbourne with an opportunity here. Amelia Culver with the throw-in. Nice job by Adelson and Roberts to just take that thing away and keep it on the touchline. Played ahead to Confreda. Confreda with a trailer. And that'll be Melbourne ball. Here comes Roberts with a burst of speed. Roberts tries to play it ahead, intercepted in the lane. Whistle and a foul, and that'll be Melbourne, or Vieira ball, I should say. Riley Robinson now would have put her foot into this one. Riley with a good ball down. That's a great through. McMenemy Hong. They're a triple teaming her, double teaming her, quadrupling her. Gets it over to Roberts. Roberts across. Great job. Ball's loose in the box. Cleared out. Played back through the circle. And played out by Kara Colville. Here comes, that's it. Just soars over the net. was in sync. Oh, that was cool. Headed up. Played ahead. And 1-on-3 never works out for the one. And that ball will cross the far touchline with about 14 minutes to play in the match. That ball's Melbourne's trying to work it. And Cassidy Kirkley keeps it out. And Kirkley puts her right foot into it. A high punt that crosses midfield. And Taylor Roberts with her speed trying to set something up for Vieira. And that'll cross the touchline. And Roberts to throw it in. Chance here. McMenemy Hong will get a corner here. And Vieira, with about 12 and a half to go, we'll see a corner from McMenemy Hong. And let's see where she goes, near, middle, or far here. McMenemy Hong looks for that far post in front. And Pravada again snags it out of the air. Not giving the Hawks a chance to convert. What a night for that young lady. Or plays it ahead, slips through again and again, and cleared finally. Twice the ball slipped through the box area. Roberts now, she is quick. Keep your eye on her. And nice pass. What a pass to McMenemy Hong. Shot! And just over the left portion of the net. It was a nice feed from Taylor to Eve. And just a little bit high. Two to 1 is our score. Yeah, that'll be a penalty. Kick. Free kick. This is setting up for drama. Lots of drama. Roberts with an angle. Shot and a goal! And the Hawks have tied it on a beautiful cross in the middle from Roberts. I believe it was Detweiler again. And that play set up by Taylor Roberts. What a feed. And we are tied at 2. 2-2. Taylor Roberts put that thing on a dime in front, and I believe it was Detweiler that finished it for her second goal of the night. That was beauty. 9:55 to go, tentatively. And here comes Melbourne right back in the box. Shot, and scooping it up is Cassidy Kirkley. What a match. 2-2. Here we go. In the box. Viera's got to be careful here not to commit a takedown. Offsides that time. Roberts again showing speed. She's got in front again with another one. Off. That's offsides. What? No, no, we're good. It's not offsides? Oh. That's funny. Oh, look at that chip shot. That's trouble! And nearly crept in. Wow. It's the little ones that'll get you sometimes. Roughly between 4.5 to 6 to go. And we get a whistle. Two to two. All 4 goals coming in this half. This is McMenemy Hong in front, headed out. McMenemy Hong steals it again, and she'll play it down low here. She dances around with it. Oh, good ball, header, goal! Goal! McMenemy Hong with a feed and a header in front. Is that Detweiler with a hat trick? Caroline Detweiler with a hat trick, and Vieira on a beautiful header takes a 3-2 lead. What a play. Nice pass again. This one from McMenemy Hong. And Detweiler finishes this one with her forehead. What a play. What a play. And now Melbourne. Caroline Detweiler with a hat trick tonight and a natural one because all 3 goals belong to her. And the thing in those final 2 goals, it was the pass from Roberts, and then that last one, the pass from McMenemy Hong, both in absolute things of beauty, and Detweiler didn't miss either. And this is a chance for Melbourne here. Wow. About 4.5 to play. My heart goes out to Pravada. She's had a great night tonight, but there was nothing she could do on those last 2. Absolutely nothing. Boy, you have got to give Vieira some credit here. I mean, you come out of the locker room at halftime, and Melbourne sticks 2 in the back of the twine just like that. Both of them inside of a minute. No panic in a young Hawks team that has just 1 senior on it. No panic, and they set the tone here for the rest of this half with 3 from Detweiler, and they now lead it 3-2. And it has been a total team effort tonight. I don't care what the records are with these 2 teams, where they're ranked, how they do it. It does not matter. When they get together, these are the types of games you have. And I love them. The parents are all chewing their fingernails and on the edge of their seats, but you gotta love it as a broadcaster. Yeah, heart attacks. Yeah, I mean the poor parents, right? As the Viera boys soccer team begins to sing the na 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 chant. We'll see. About 2.5 to go. We've seen crazier things happen right here on this pitch. Who could ever forget the boys team scoring twice in a minute to beat St. Thomas? Played ahead, Pravada with it to reach the Final Four. We've seen all kinds of wild stuff here. And this is Melbourne's leading scorer with a great feed ahead. Chance, nicely done by the Hawk defense. Not much time left. VIERA looking to win. I believe it would be their third straight district championship. And that is going to stop the clock. That's a yellow card being called on Olivia Eagle. Eagle with a yellow, and she'll have to come off the pitch, and does so. 7 seconds unofficially. Did you say officially or unofficially? Oh, yeah. McMenemy Hong will take this, and she's dangerous from here, too. I believe this is the third straight district championship. What did he call? All right. And here comes Eve. That's a trip. And now Eve's got a dead-on kick here. Dead on. She's got an assist tonight. This would be the icing on the cake. And that'll just skip through. Final rush up the pitch, maybe. Once again, if you're interested in sponsoring tomorrow night, reach out to me for the Melbourne boys. And I'll be at Holy Trinity on Wednesday for Holy Trinity in Edgewood. So you'll see that. That's already been taken care of by Chrissy Lindbeck. So, but if you have an interest tomorrow night and wanting to see Melbourne and VIERA boys, reach out to me. Because if it's anything like this, we're in for some fun. Time now officially being kept on the field. VIERA trying to add one more to put the nail on it. Offsides. Line drives. Roberts heads it back into the circle. And there it is. The VIERA Hawks have captured the 6A6 District Championship with a dramatic come-from-behind 3-2 win over the Melbourne Bulldogs. Our woman of the match tonight, of course, has got to be the hat-trick queen, Caroline Detweiler, as Detweiler scores goals 7, 8, and 9 tonight. But I think a special nod needs to be had. I love the way Taylor Roberts played tonight. I thought she had a lot of hustle in her game and gave a great feed over on Detweiler's tying goal. And, of course, the goal, here comes the boys and the JV team, or the student section. How you doing, buddy? As the students all celebrate another district championship for VIERA. That'll wrap it up for us tonight. We'll let you know how we fare tomorrow night. Once again, your final score, VIERA wins again the district championship. They'll stay a 2 seed as they defeat Melbourne 3-2.